Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Gaming with me, Tony Mo, and we are here today on this glorious early Saturday morning. Good morning to you, by the way, to share a little bit of Titanfall 2 news. Now, some of you may or may not already know that Respawn has confirmed that Titan Brawl will be making its way back to Titanfall 2 as a permanent mode. That is indeed very exciting, and it turns out it worked, guys. For over a week, I did a Titan Brawl dance in my backyard. I spun upside down on my head while scratching my ear and saying, "May the almighty Scorch bring us Titan Brawl forever and ever and ever." And it happened. It rained for like 6 days, and it flooded my entire yard. I'm pretty sure there was a little bit of famine along the way, but Titan Brawl is making its way into Titanfall 2 as a permanent mode. We can all rejoice down in the comments section below. Really excited about that. I know everyone, for the most part, is really excited about that. It's going to be, you know, the awesome opportunity to have more Titan stuff in Titanfall 2 moving forward. There is, however, it's not, you know, I don't want to downplay the value of Titan Brawl, but there is a bigger piece of news, and it all comes from this one image that Respawn posted from their current EA Play event. So this is where they're showcasing something with Titanfall 2. We've already heard the devs, for the most part, say that there isn't, like, new content there, direct new content. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if Frontier Defense is there. We don't really know, but what we do know is that there is one big change coming to the core gameplay for Titanfall 2, and it's all on this guy's screen right now. That is indeed 3 weapons you are seeing, ladies and gentlemen. A primary weapon, which is the car currently, an anti-Titan weapon, which is the charge rifle, and a sidearm, which is that RE45. Everything else is just good old pulse blade, arc grenades, health regen, you know, things that we already know about. So nothing else new there. Very, very exciting. This is how Titanfall 1 worked for those of you who didn't play Titanfall 1. You didn't have to choose between an anti-Titan weapon and a sidearm. You got both. It was just like common knowledge. Like every game mode, for the most part, is going to have the opportunity for you to equip a charge rifle or something like that, or a MGL, because you're going to deal with Titans. But we also don't want to restrict you from using your secondary. We want that to be a part of the core gameplay, where you go in, you engage with your rifle. Oh crap, okay, you don't want to reload, there's a guy right around the corner, switch to your pistol. You know, it increased the opportunity for you to get kills, number one, if you were good enough, because you could just swap. So you could engage a guy with the car, go to the RE45, but you could still then go outside and start to blast a Ronin in the crit spot. Or I should say, blast a Strider chassis in the crit spot. So I'm really excited about this. I think it's one of those changes that just didn't need to be made. Like, Titanfall 1 kind of nailed the idea of carrying an anti-Titan weapon as an anti-Titan weapon alongside your primary and your secondary. So if this is indeed a change we're going to see in the near future for Titanfall 2, consider me a very, very happy pilot. This is also kind of a big deal, though. This says to me that Respawn is willing to make fundamental changes to things that they've done in Titanfall 2. To look back and say, you know what? That's not really the change, or that's not exactly how we wanted that to turn out, you know, when we implemented that. We thought it would have a different effect. It turns out it didn't. It seems like less people in attrition and in bounty hunting modes with pilots and Titans are actually using their anti-Titan weapons because they want to have fun with their sidearms. And I think at this point in the game's life cycle, that's more true than ever. I mean, me, a guy who definitely wants to support my team, right now is playing on PC with mouse and keyboard with the Kraber again, falling in love and saying, I'm sorry, but I can't find any pilots versus pilots matches, and no, I don't want my backup to be a charge rifle while I'm using the Kraber. I want it to be a wingman because I want to stack precision on top of precision fun. You know, so no, I'm not using an anti-Titan weapon. I'm being one of those people, so this is a great implementation. Unfortunately, we don't know anything else, at least right now, about what's going on at the EA Play event. To me, this just bodes well. You know, and if this is the type of change they're looking to make moving forward, maybe we will see some really fancy, big risks, big, you know, testing elements within that featured mode playlist that Respawn keeps talking about. Maybe we'll see an attempt at increased time to kill. This would make sense, actually, just to speculate. Having the ability to have the primary and the secondary anti-Titan weapon would put everybody on the same playing field when it comes to boosted time to kill, to be able to swap from their primary to their secondary, you know, maximize the potential damage output of each pilot, while also giving them the option to still have that, you know, anti-Titan weapon alongside of their sidearm. So, really excited about this, guys. Again, small changes to me like this mean a lot. I think they signify a lot, and I'm just excited to see Respawn saying, you know, yeah, no, that didn't work out as well as we thought it did. Let's change it. You know, who knows what else that holds for the future of Titanfall 2. I cannot wait to find out. Even if it's not Frontier Defense, I'm actually more excited for, you know, just the idea of testing core changes to the gameplay experience like this one. So hopefully we will know sooner than later. I did want to talk a little bit about PC Titanfall. You know, that's something I'm going to be embracing quite a bit more on the channel. Live commentaries on PC, more streams on PC during my just like solo stream days. I know it's not the fastest matchmaking in the world, and I can't always get all the game modes. But I think a lot of us are asking ourselves right now, like, okay, what am I going to do to make Titanfall, like, a game that I still love? You know, I love Titanfall 2. It's a phenomenal game. I really do. Despite its flaws, I love it a lot. But for me, playing with the controller, I think, actually, was getting to a point where it was getting a bit stale for me personally, and I was starting to suffer. You know, I talked not too long ago with you guys about the importance of diversity. And what I started doing was, like, I was playing Quake Champions, I was playing Counter-Strike, you know, lots of games with mouse and keyboard. So at one point, I could come back to Titanfall 2 with mouse and keyboard, and it would feel natural again, right? I could just get back on mouse and keyboard and not feel like a suffering fool. So I gave that a go for the first time this Friday, just yesterday on stream, and I just had, like, an incredible experience. You know, it was like, okay, I can play with mouse and keyboard again. I played all these other games. I'm comfortable with mouse and keyboard again. Let's see if I can just dive into Titanfall 2 and make it work. And I had a bunch of great sessions with the Kraber, just went to town, had fun with it. So for me, embracing mouse and keyboard play with Titanfall 2 going forward is that thing that's gonna, I think, just kind of refresh the game for me and also put me back on that competitive edge, you know, pushing to an environment where I'm looking to improve myself. If you look at my current stats in the Xbox One, things have just kind of went downhill recently. I haven't been playing the game as much because I haven't felt as inspired to play it, mostly because I just feel like I've been all over the place. Again, I've just been kind of in a dead zone. I've reached, like, you know, again, I've reached my own personal skill ceiling with the controller, and I'm just, like, frustrated with myself. I'm not thinking about the way I'm moving, and my kill-death ratio has dropped. Like, everything has just kind of dropped down, as you can see here. So we're hoping that PC will kind of... Actually, I'm not hoping. I know that it's already reignited that. You know, and I think that's going to help me think a lot more on the game and continue to improve. Because I just, you know, I got to break through my own personal skill ceiling, as we all do. So ask yourself where you're at right now with the game, and whether or not you need to try and do something to break through your own personal skill ceiling. Just a quick reminder about that. That's it for me, though. I'm going to stop rambling. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, remember to play smart, remember to play to challenge yourself, but most importantly, remember to play for fun.